had a bunch of like stuff in my house. I didn't have everything for it, and I just wasn't ready to like put it up in the house, I guess. So I left it out on the balcony, which was like, one of the buckets was like full of food. No, I think I was gonna throw this stuff away, I don't know. Anyways, it was, one bucket was full of like foods and pots and pans, like old pots and pans and stuff. Then the other bucket was full of clothes, and one day it rained and filled those buckets up. Like, it was the big buckets, and I couldn't pick it up. Like, I couldn't. My baby daddy did try to bring it downstairs or nothing. Like, so like time went by, started having, is it called algae? Started having that in there. That's why I call it swamp water. Like, it was green, it was slimy. I was like, I ain't touching that. That stayed on my balcony. One day he got mad because I said he can't stay with me. Like, I used to let him come over, but he couldn't live with me. Like, I said, you gotta find your own living situation. Like, I can't keep letting you live with me. You gonna make me lose. Well, I didn't let him live with me, but I can't keep letting you spend the night because you gonna make me lose my apartment. I'm trying to get the kids back. Like, you know, you gotta go. Like, you can stay tonight or to the week, but you gotta figure out where you gonna go after that. He got mad. That day I had to visit with my baby and stuff. And then he said I could drive his car. At that time it was like a rental. He said I could drive his car to go to the visit. But he didn't. He like, oh, I need it or whatever. And he didn't even need it and stuff. I'm like, I gotta go to the visit today. Like, you know, he wasn't trying to let me. So I got mad. I was like, man, you could just leave today, because I've been helping you and you're not even gonna, like, you could drop me off. You're not even trying to drop me off or nothing. So then I had to pay for a Lyft, which I could have saved money for. And then he said he leaving or whatever. I couldn't find my Lyft, so I was trying to head back home. And I saw him walking out with a big old bag, like, of his clothes. So I'm thinking he left. So I was like, cool. And plus, I locked the door. Oh, yeah, I locked it over after I saw him walk off. I guess he left my balcony open. He climbed up the balcony, because I was on the second floor. He climbed up on the balcony, broke in when I was at the visit, and he poured that nasty water and stuff all on my living room floor. He destroyed all of my clothes, all of my shoes, my TVs, everything. He had all my wigs and toilets. He peed on my wigs and in my clothes and my jackets and stuff like that. Like, y'all probably can go find it. But yeah, he did me dirty. It's okay, T. No one is perfect. Why he didn't go? What you mean? Yep, I remember that. OMG. Yep, and when I try to call the police or whatever, they like, well, since that's your baby daddy, like, we can't really help you. Like, what? Are you serious? Like, they be lying. They try to say that's a civil matter. That's not no civil matter if somebody broke into my home. Well, you said that he was there for a couple of days, so technically in the state of Oklahoma, if they're not in there for a couple of days, they can kick down your door, they can do whatever, we can't do anything about it. You're lying. That's 30 days. If they can prove on their ID that that's their address, or they've been there more than 30 days, or they are receiving mail, multiple things of mail at that address, then that's when they can do that. But he wasn't even over there for real, so I mean, he was, but he would, I don't know. Anyway, I can't even remember. That's so long ago. But I know he was over there often and stuff. But then he would be gone too, because, like, I considered him living with me, because then I needed him to help, and I didn't want to keep asking y'all. I didn't want to keep asking y'all for help and stuff. Like, I was feeling bad. Like some people just keep, whatever y'all consider it, let's say begging, people just keep begging or whatever, and people get used to it. They get comfortable in that space of begging. But I didn't want to get comfortable. I started feeling uncomfortable asking for help. I just wanted to do it by myself, you know, and that was just dumb. Thank you. Well, the Lord, you doing much better now. I'm so sorry that happened to you. It's okay. God has been slowly but surely elevating me. I feel like I would have been in a better position even right now if I wasn't allowing myself to be used by the enemy. I was allowing myself to do stuff, but then I can't blame him for everything that has been happening, because I made choices to do wrong, even though I know my parents taught me better. But I decided to do things my way, and it did not go well for me. You said okay, thank the Lord. Yeah, I'm happy that God brought me out of that, because that was crazy. But in those moments, that should have proved to those who don't even believe that God had his hands on me, and God was most definitely real. When y'all tried to, I'm not saying the people that support me, but the people that tried to mock me and make fun of me being homeless, like, ha, that's why you outside and you ain't got nowhere to stay tonight. Ha, you deserve it. Taking pictures of me laying outside and stuff. And then right in front of my enemies, God would have my hotel paid. And they would be mad, steaming, trying to figure out where I'm at. Where Tay at? Let's call the hotel. Let's see where she at. They used to stalk you. It was sad. They still stalk me now. Not really though, but like, I think it's just like one particular person that stalks me, but like not every day. Like, I'm saying, the other day I was on live, I took my background off for like a couple of seconds to show my weight, and it was like, you at Walmart on such and so, and your point is like, what, you not finna come up here? You ain't that dumb. You not dumb. What was the point of saying that? Like, what? You should ask your church to help you. My church has helped me before when I was homeless, when I didn't want to ask y'all. I didn't want to deal with, like, the negative stuff, because I knew it wasn't godly. So I asked my church one day, but he could only help me with a little bit. Like, he helped me for 2 nights in a hotel. Nobody knew that though. He helped me in the hotel for 2 nights, and I think that was pretty much it. But yeah, but I'm just grateful that my circumstances have changed. Y'all know I could have really been a successful TikToker a long time ago. I think it was the fact that I was grieving and didn't want to go through any more drama and stuff, because like I was already going through enough, and then like homelessness, as if that wasn't enough, I stopped really getting on social media once I started being a little bit more stable, because I didn't want people to ruin it for me. At the same time, I wanted to share the experience with y'all, but I'm just like, if I talk too much, it's gonna be taken from me. Sometimes when your blessings ain't, all the way secured, and you working on that blessing and it's happening, sometimes when you disclose the information too fast, it can be messed up. So I didn't want to do that. That's why I couldn't take y'all on the journey, or else y'all would still see my views would be high as heck. People would be still worrying about me. But see, now that my page has shifted to be positive again, how it was before, people don't like that. That's why my views is low. And I don't be on here like that. People said I don't be on the For You like that no more. On they For You, I think they shadow me, But yeah, I want to start doing battles and stuff on here, but I don't be knowing. They always trying to link me up with the weird people. Like, do y'all, like, can y'all, like, for those who not afraid to say stuff in the chat, like, can y'all tell me, like, what kind of content y'all want to see that y'all probably have already saw or that y'all haven't saw? I know people keep saying a day in the life. Now, the reason why I haven't started the day in the life with me is because, like, I want to dedicate, like, several pages. I got several pages. I'm gonna do one for cooking because people said they want to see my cooking videos. Y'all know I know how to cook now, like, for real cook. And then people saying day in the life, but I don't feel like I really have much going on in my life because what I was about to say, because I'm at work all the time constantly, so I don't really got much. Like, I wake up, I walk my dog, I feed my dog, I go to work, I come back home, I take my dog back out and stuff. Sometimes I cook for me, or I just go lay down and nap till I gotta go back to work. Get off, take a shower, and sometimes I take a shower before I even go to work too, and then I lay back down. Like, I don't really got nothing going on. Oh, you got a dog? Yes, she looks like my childhood dog. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I've been hurt. Like, every time I seen a dog, ever since my dog has died, I've had my dog since I was, like, I think 3 years old, up until I was 16. But I was living in Tennessee at the time, and he died when I was in Tennessee, so I couldn't, see him before he died. And that really hurt me. Like, when I'll be going to my parents' house and stuff, like, sometimes I look out the window as if he's still there, and he's not there. Like, he's already gone. And then, that was just like my best friend. I used to sneak my dog in. We used to have so much fun. We used to go in, like, a cardboard box and slide down the stairs together. We used to have so much fun. And so ever since then, I stopped liking dogs. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I stopped liking them because I just be thinking about him and stuff. Well, I ain't gonna say stop liking them, but I just didn't really care for him no more. Like, care to see a dog, it would just, like, trigger me low-key. But I'm just like, in this time, I'm kind of lonely, and I don't want to revert back to my old ways of, like, messing with certain people. Not just one, not just one person. That's not what I was trying to say. To people that I used to talk to, I don't want to do that. So then I just, like, I want to get a dog. So then I got her. I thought she was a puppy when I got her, and I actually saved her from the rescue mission and stuff. I call her Baby. That's her name. But her name, they got her name as Velma when I got her. I'm like, what kind of dog named Velma? For real? But yeah, I saved her and stuff, and now she's a service dog and stuff. Like, yep. Y'all want to see what my puppy look like? She's a Rottweiler, exactly like my old dog. She looks just like my dog. My dog his name was Debo. His name was Debo, and I just call her, like I said, Baby. But this is my dog. Oh, this is Baby. She's such a good dog. She listens really well. I had to get onto her though, because she used it on my carpet or whatever. She been acting kind of fake ever since then, but oh well. Like, you ain't about to be using it on my floor, so I had to, like, shampoo my floor and stuff. I was so upset. And I was just letting her go free. Like, she wasn't even in the cage or nothing. I just, like, literally let her do whatever she wanted to. But when she did that, I gave her a couple of times. She did that like 3 times. I have to get her a cage. So I had to give her a cage. So sometimes she be out, but when I'm not home, she not out. She's a Rottweiler. Hold on, y'all. Wait. I gotta see where I was at. Yes. You say you like when I was cooking, hair and cooking. She is cute, thank you. Is she a service dog or a support dog? A service. I was diagnosed with PTSD because of all this stuff that happened, like post-traumatic stress disorder, because of the impact that it has caused with my kids not being present. I was diagnosed with that, and yeah, so she's a service dog. Okay, yes, okay, so the crazy thing, she only 5 months, well, she's 6 months now. But when I got her, they tricked me. They tricked me. It was a little puppy on there. I was like, oh, go get her. Go get her. She found me and my dog. Boy, I went out there and she was a full-size dog. And I was like, I ain't finna get this dog. That's why I was thinking in my head. I didn't tell the lady that, but I'm like, I'm not finna get her. She is way too big. They just scam me. Like, no. So she was like, you could take her back out in the back and go play with her a little bit, see if you all connect and all that, and if you like her, we can adopt. If not, then I guess you could keep looking or whatever you decide. I was like, okay. So I took her out anyways, even though I wasn't going to. I took her out and I played with her for a second. She was a good dog. She listened so good, so well. And then she reminded me of my dog. So I was like, you know what? I'm getting her. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm getting her. So I got her. I brought her home. But I sure was finna be like, hey, you finna go back. And I asked her too. I ain't gonna lie. I said, I'm pretty sure she the dog for me. This after I connected with her. But can I keep looking real quick to make sure? She's like, yeah, because I wanted to look for a tiny dog. I said, is there any tinier dogs? She's talking about, oh no, we ain't got no tiny dogs. Then why y'all butts over here lying on her? Talking, making it seem like y'all got puppies and stuff. And then, like, y'all, there was this pretty husky that I wanted. But I really connected with the dog. But I wanted a husky. After I said, let me go look at other dogs. I didn't take the husky out, but it was 2 huskies. It was one of them. It had hazel brown eyes. It was brown with hazel brown eyes. It was so beautiful. Like, I really wanted to save all the dogs, but I couldn't, obviously. How much was it to get her qualified? It didn't cost me nothing. Y'all can get a therapist or somebody to write y'all a letter or whatnot, or it's a website that actually do it. I did it on the website, but it is an option for you to do it on through your, if you have a therapist, you can do it through your therapist. But if you don't, you can do it online, and it's free to register. You don't have to do nothing. And then by law, you don't have to tell your apartment or your housing or whatever why it's a service dog. All you have to prove is that it is a service dog. You don't have to tell them why, because it's none of their business. Like, that breaks your rights and stuff like that. Y'all can go look on ChatGPT and ask them or whatever, like, how do I do it or whatever, and what do I tell my apartments, what all do they need to know. It literally can type you a letter saying that, I can prove to you that this is a service dog or whatnot, but, like, I can answer a few questions for you. Is